past 5 weeks, we've immersed ourselves in London culture, navigating the tube, adjusting to London lingo, trying new foods, and seeing London's greatest landmarks are just a few of the exciting things we've experienced. TCU's mission statement calls us to be educated in a global community. Our exposure to new ways of thinking in college has allowed us to not only come of age, but also come of age as a global citizen. Our class time spent in museums and our discussion of the novel furthered this process. In A Room with a View, Lucy Honeychurch's experiences abroad allowed her to better come of age as a traveler. Through her visits, she learned to appreciate culture, history, beauty, and democracy. Among these things, the narrator also explained that Lucy needed love and affection. Lucy's lover, George, taught her what it meant to love, helping her personal development immensely. In addition, much like the TCU mission statement, Lucy's story encouraged young people to travel. The grand tour that John Soane embarked on taught him many of the same things Lucy learned. His home was a collection of his acquired tastes abroad. The countless paintings and sculptures captured his appreciation for many cultures. The architect's travels as a student are similar to the ones we have experienced. As students, London has shown us a more global perspective. The National Gallery housed many picturesque views of Italy. These views illustrated how Lucy imagined Italy to be. As study abroad students, we too had ideas about what London would look like. Lucy helps remind us that travel is about the journey, not necessarily having the perfect room with a view. The Tate Britain's J.M.W. Turner exhibit also showed us what it meant to come of age as a traveler. Much of Turner's work depicted idyllic settings in Venice. His paintings and style evolved over the course of his life. Turner's work showed the British and us another side of Europe and revealed a deep appreciation for travel. In Jane Eyre, Jane's experiences as a governess revealed to us what it meant to come of age as a worker in the 19th century. Jane's experiences required her to overcome endless challenges, all while coming of age as a worker in the Victorian era. While Jane's story ended with love, she encountered many social impediments, all while consistently maintaining her independence as a middle-class worker. As college students, we can relate to her work experience and appreciate her ability to consistently overcome obstacles. The Foundling Museum was an institution that housed children in the 19th century. The museum gave insight to Jane's life and the emotional strain of being an orphan. Jane's troublesome childhood left her feeling lost and without an identity. The heartache and loneliness that Jane felt was mimicked in the pictures and exhibits at the Foundling. As the children grew up, the institution taught them various skills that would help them be more marketable in the workplace. The Joffrey Museum showed us what life as a governess would have looked like. A governess's job was to teach young girls skills such as singing, needlework, and foreign language. In their spare time, they often sat alone in their quarters. After viewing what a governess's room would have looked like, we were able to understand how lonely of an existence this would have been for Jane. At the Tate Britain, we discussed how 19th century art represented the difficulties and peril of feminine desire. The paintings depicted upper class, middle class, and servant women. The works helped our class understand how complicated a relationship with a man of a different class would have been for Jane due to the social barriers. Doubting and skepticism are very common elements of growing up. It is natural to question, especially while coming of age. Charles in Brideshead Revisited deals with similar skepticism about religion. As college students, we are very similar to Charles because growing up certainly causes us to wonder and have doubts. At the University of Oxford, we had the opportunity of visiting Christ Church, one of the best recognized of the 38 colleges at Oxford. It was fitting that Sebastian attended this college due to his social status. A fountain also sat on the lawn outside Christ Church, reminiscent of the fountain that sat outside Brideshead Estate. The fountain symbolized faith and repentance for Catholics. These were two ideals Charles struggled with throughout the novel. Eltham Palace taught us what it meant to come of age as a skeptic. This palace was home to Edward II, who lived there for nearly 250 years. The building embodies three specific styles: Art Deco, Baroque, and Medieval. As Charles comes of age as a skeptic, he mentions that his visit to Brideshead Estate was his conversion to the Baroque. This phrase signified Charles' acceptance of the traditional classic Baroque styles and his dismissal of modern styles such as Art Deco. Much like Charles, our travels reveal to us our tastes and preferences, a key part of growing up. Hampton Court Palace was home to William III, Mary II, and later Henry VIII. This palace brought together two styles, Tudor and Baroque. Unlike many homes at the time, the palace highlighted the Protestant faith. This was particularly important at the time as Henry VIII severed ties with Rome and the Roman Catholic Church. This Roman Catholic versus Protestant conversation also occurs several times in Brideshead Revisited.